So Puff Daddy home was raided. Two of his homes was raided yesterday. One in Florida and one in California. Of course, he was not there. His kids were there. The psychic lady predicted this was going to happen. Cat Williams said this is going to be the year, and all of this is going on. Let's talk about it.
That he's being shut up from outing them or from speaking about them for some reason. So there's a hierarchy going on here, and there's a total takedown of him. He is being sacrificed. So he may think he gets away with stuff. He may think it's cool he does what he does, but now he's the sacrificial lamb. And I do mean that. There's something that comes up with him in March, speaking of the lamb, during the Easter time frame. March, April, right in that time frame. That's why I said lamb.
This is actually
There's something
scary.
else that's going to come up with him. We are not done.
Breaking news, the Department of Homeland Security has just confirmed to CNN that federal law enforcement agents have raided properties owned by musician and producer Sean Diddy Combs.
The lady said it was going to happen.
Correspondent Josh Campbell and CNN legal analyst Joey Jackson. Josh, let me start with you. What are these raids by federal agents in multiple locations tell you about the seriousness of this investigation?
Multiple locations.
Yeah, Wolf, a very significant development here, seeing this law enforcement action taking place.
Why would they be there for no reason at all?
We don't know that Sean Diddy Combs himself is the subject or target of a federal investigation. So it's just worth pointing that out at this hour. But what we do know is that two properties associated with him, we saw the feds descend on those properties. We saw on aerial footage, federal agents both here in the Los Angeles area as well as in Miami at those residences. Now, the Department of Homeland Security, their what's called HSI, Homeland Security Investigations, gave
Look
CNN
at all of those
officers
and police.
about what this activity
oh
is.
my
They
God.
say that earlier today, HSI New York executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation with assistance from HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami, and our local law enforcement partners. That is it, confirming that they are conducting what they're deeming law enforcement action, which could indicate search warrants being conducted there, could indicate arrests being conducted. We just don't know.
Something had to happen at these places. They're not there for no reason.
It is worth pointing out, though, that Combs himself obviously has faced significant legal woes in recent months. I'll give you just a kind of the highlights of what actually occurred in November. He was sued for rape and abuse by a former partner. That lawsuit was then settled very quickly.
Lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit. Somebody is telling the truth.
In a complaint filed in the Southern District of New York.
Everybody is not lying on this man.
Jane Doe,
I don't care what nobody say. Everybody is not lying on this man.
Allegations took place back in 2003. He was accused of sex trafficking and gang rape, among other allegations. Also in that suit, naming two of his associates.
He is a sick individual.
Denied any wrongdoing there. And then just last month, a former employee of Combs filed a suit also in the state of New York, accusing him of sexual assault, of sexual harassment.
He's just a fucking rich pervert.
Grooming. That former employee stated that he had worked for Combs between 2022 and 2023. Among those allegations, this former employee, a male employee, said that Combs did not compensate him for his music production work and forced him to procure and interact with sex workers, threatened him with serving alcoholic beverages laced with drugs.
So he was getting people high and having sex with them and having prostitutes and all kind of sex workers over there doing all this sick stuff.
Was also accused of soliciting prostitutes and underage girls.
No, he don't got the son soliciting prostitutes for him too.
But just a series of allegations that we've seen taking place. Final point, Wolf, I'll note is that while we don't know the specific allegations or why the feds are at these residences,
that lady said this in November that this was going to happen. This shit is scary.
It's not the FBI, it's not the DEA or the ATF. This is HSI, Homeland Security Investigations. For those
Homeland
unfamiliar,
Security, so they are they important underage women from all kind of different countries. What is going on over here?
So, although we don't have the specifics yet, we're starting to we can glean just based on which agency has the lead.
Well, nobody lying about them damn parties.
Again, we don't yet know that Combs himself.
Y'all owe Cat Williams, Jaguar Wright, the psychic lady, and everybody else who said something an apology. Y'all owe them all an apology.
Now, let me repeat. We don't know if Sean Diddy Combs himself is under investigation.
Y'all know damn well he under investigation. Shit, he's sick. He's under investigation.
No, it's not, Wolf. And I think, whatever conclusions can be drawn remain to be seen, right? There's not an indictment that we're talking about. That means that we're not speaking of a grand jury having rendered a conclusion, not as to guilt. That's not what grand jurors do, but as to reason to believe that a crime was committed and he committed them. Having said that, whenever you have a raid and an investigation, these things need to be really predicated upon, right? The precursor for this to happen would be some probable cause. What is that probable
It's
cause? We
plenty of
don't know.
probable
But
cause.
let's go back
Everybody
to what
knows
Josh
that.
Campbell talked about, which are those various lawsuits. Now, lawsuits are civil actions in nature, they're not criminal at all. But what
It
they
is
do
criminal.
is
He
they
did
give
criminal
authorities some
things.
guidelines and guideposts with respect to alleged conduct that was engaged in, with regard to who it was engaged in, what activities there were, what it involved. And so that, if
It
there's an
involved all the
investigation to
sick stuff
serve
that
as
went
a
on at
source of
those
plentiful
parties.
information, that information could be further investigated, right, by certainly this Homeland Security Agency. And as a result of that, they can work with their local law enforcement partners.
This the
What
kind
does
of
that
shit people
mean?
do when they
It
have too
means
much
that
money.
they
That's why it needs
collectively,
to be a
law
limit on the
enforcement,
amount of
try
money
to
everybody can
determine
have in
whether
the
there's
world.
reason to
It needs to
believe
be a
that
maximum
crimes were
amount of money
committed
that everybody
and,
can have, and
were
that's
those
it.
crimes carried out and associated in any way, we don't know, with Sean Combs. And so that remains to be seen. But before authorities, Wolf, can get into the home or property of anyone, you have to establish some firm basis to do that. And that is what at least we can conclude, that they had reason to
Exactly. They're
believe that there
not
were
there for no
crimes involving
reason. He
sex
did
trafficking,
something. That's why they're
apparently,
there.
and that these areas.
I guess you wonder what's going to happen next, Diddy. I know.
He walking around contemplating his whole entire life. He don't know if he want to go jump off a building or what. Where is Young Miami and them and everybody at? Where is all these people at that was at these parties doing this stuff with you? This don't make no sense. Bless his soul. That's all I can say. Bless his soul. I'm not even being funny right now. This is really sad, and I do pray for his soul because, like Mark Curry said, he don't think he's strong enough to deal with this and take this.
Now, I've been telling Holmes, I said, Holmes is Diddy. I said, bro, listen, there's no way in the world you can keep going on in life being this big you and thinking that everybody around you is little. There's no big you and little me. That's what I used to always have to say. No, there ain't no big you, little me. Ain't
I
none of
know that's
that.
right. You're not
Go
finna
get
little
you
boy
some
me.
what?
Fuck.
Man, ain't no big you, little me. Just because I come and I want to be an artist on your label don't mean that I got to conform and think like how you think. And all of
Okay.
this, I got my own life. I got my own friends to hang out with, do my own thing. You understand? That's just how I go. And we
It's
don't like hanging
business,
out
not
with you,
personal.
actually. You understand? Because this is just business. I just want to do business with you, but I don't want to hang out with you. That's how I
Real
always was.
shit.
I was like, I do business with you. I don't want to hang out with you, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like the way y'all party and stuff. I don't like the hours you go out. I don't like none of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like how y'all get down, period. You know what I'm
This is
saying? And that's
very
just how I
telling.
was, and I just leave that there. But look,
You ain't got to say no more. We already know.
now, he said, do he need, do he need, why would you pray for him? Everybody needs prayer.
Amen.
So in this
Everybody.
time right now, I pray that, let me tell y'all another thing real fast before I get to that. I don't know if Puff is strong enough to go through what Bill Cosby and R. Kelly's going through.
I don't think
I'm
he
being
is either.
honest
No
with you.
shade.
I don't think that he's able to do it. And so I really think we need to pray for our brother, because you just don't want him to take the other route out. And some
We
people
really
do
don't.
that. But when you look at it, you be like, how many people took that route out as a result of energy you created? It's like, everything you've done is coming back to you.
Every
It's
single
coming
thing.
back on you. Everything, every way that it go. You got jail. You probably sitting there thinking about jumping off a building or flying You be like, damn, man. You be like, yo, he's playing on him with the pilot down. He got a pilot. The pilot, is
Let's
he
just
flying
pray
the
he can
plane by
take the
himself?
heat.
That's what we want to know. Is he flying the plane by himself? Y'all give me 2 seconds. Anybody from, let me go let my dogs in. His daughters need, oh, yo, let me give y'all some game.